What's up, guys? It is game preview time of the Tennessee Volunteers versus the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Tennessee Volunteers, the number 9 seed in the college playoff, 10-2 on the season. Ohio State Buckeyes, number 8 on this in the playoff, 10-2 on the season. Two teams, different outlooks. One coming in after a horrible loss at home, their fourth straight loss to their rival Michigan Wolverines, who actually took them out of a first round bye or into the first round, the playoff here, and now to face the number 1 seed in the tournament, and the Tennessee Volunteers looking for respect in this game because everybody is picking Ohio State. Nobody except the Tennessee Volunteer fans are picking Tennessee. So Ryan Day, the coach, could be fired after this game if they lose. He was almost out after the Michigan loss. The quarterback, Will Howard, says this is the chance for them to make it right. Tennessee coach Heupel is just saying, hey, we're going to show who we are. We're going to come into this game and do what we do. So there is this game preview ready to go on Saturday night at 7 p.m. ABC and ESPN. We are ready for this game. Let's get into it right now. All right, let's start with the spread and the total amount of points. Everybody wants to know about that, so everybody can put their money on the game. Let's talk about that first. The spread is 7 points. The total amount of points is 46.5 points total. Should be interesting. I think I'm going with the under here on the total amount of points, and I'm going to go with the over on the spread. ESPN's already predicted Ohio State 65% chance of winning this game. Like I said before, nobody is picking the Tennessee Volunteers to win this game. I'm hoping for a win, keeping those fingers crossed. Now let's get in to the stats. All right, so let's take a look at the season leaders for these two teams. We'll start with the quarterbacks. The most important part, who is going to have a good game, who is not going to have a good game. Our quarterback, Nico, he's 199 for 303 on the year, 2,512 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. On the other side, Will Howard from Ohio State University, the Ohio State University, 227 for 314 on the year, 2,800 yards passing, 27 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. The running backs. Dylan Sampson should have won the Heisman. I don't know. That's just me being biased. Dylan Sampson, 256 carries, 1,485 on the yards rushing, and 22 touchdowns. Set a season record touchdown holder, touchdown holder, record winner. Dylan Sampson. On the other side for the Ohio State Buckeyes, Quinshon Judkins, 147 carries, 805 yards, 8 touchdowns. Let's take a look at the receiving leaders. Deontay Thornton, the senior, a little banged up, not very much practice this week. We'll see if he gets to go, but he has 25 receptions for 647 yards and 6 touchdowns. On the other side, Smith, 57 receptions, 934 yards, and 10 touchdowns. On the defensive side, Aaron Carter, the linebacker, with 65 tackles, and Sonny Styles on the other side for Ohio State with 76. Now, on interceptions on the Ohio State side, Denzel Burke with 2, and Jermode McCoy, the defensive back, with 4 interceptions. All right, let's look at the overall statistics for this team and where they rank in the country. Now, Tennessee's offense has not been the greatest this year. They're 15th in the nation in points at 34.4 points per game. They're 18th in the nation with 440 yards per game. Third down conversion, they're 13th in the country with 46.99%. Fourth down conversion, they're 60% at 37th in the country. And then red zone scoring, 79% of the time, 102 on the rank there. Now, defense, total different story. Let's look at the defensive rankings here. Opponents' points per game, they're fourth in the nation, only allowing 14.9 points per game. They're sixth in the nation with 282.9% of the per game. Points per game per play, 0.221. They're fifth in the country. Let's see, third down conversions, they are ninth in the country, and opponents' fourth down conversion, 28.57%. That is number one in the country on opponents going on fourth down and not making it, 1%. And then on the opponent's red zone scoring, they're 12th in the nation. So the defense has been keeping Tennessee in these games all year, and hopefully it happens on Saturday. Now let's look at the overall statistics for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Their offense, about as good as Tennessee's, is 35.5 points per game. That's 11th in the country. 423 yards per game. That's 30th in the country. So that's, let's see what they're, 0.561 points per play. Fourth in the country there. Yards per play, 6.7. That's fifth in the country. Now, third down conversions, 43rd in the country at 42.36%. Fourth down conversion, 16th in the country at 69.23%. And red zone scoring, 87% of the time they are in the end zone. That's 41st in the country. Now, their defense, that's kept them in the top 5 all season till the end of the year. Ohio State's defense, points per game, number 1 in the country, 10.9 points per game. Opposition yards per game, 241 yards. That's number 1 in the country. Points per play, 0.178. That's number 1 in the country. Opposition yards per play, 3.9. The defense is going to keep them in this game. They're number 2 in the country. Third down conversion on their opponents, only 33% get a first down. That's 22nd in the country. Fourth down is not as good as Tennessee's, but 38% in fourth down calls there, 12th in the country. And then opposition red zone scoring, 55% of the time, is number 1 in the country. So there is your statistics for both teams. Let's take a look at Tennessee's schedule this year. Had a pretty good schedule. Started out with UTC. They won. They beat NC State, Kent State, Oklahoma. They lost to Arkansas, which was the devastating loss. It really would have made a difference here in the playoffs. Beat Florida, beat Alabama, Kentucky, Mississippi State, then lost to Georgia at home in Athens, and then beat UTEP, and then beat Vanderbilt. So this is how the Tennessee Volunteers get into the playoff. They were out and they were in, so let's see what happens here on Saturday. Let's look at Ohio State's schedule. They played Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, Michigan State, Iowa, and then lost to the number 1 team in the country. At the time, they were 3rd in the country, to Oregon. At Oregon, barely lost there. They only lost by 1 point. So there could be a rematch in the second round, Oregon versus Ohio State? Hopefully not. But they beat Nebraska. They beat number 3 Penn State at Penn State. So big win there. Purdue, Northwestern, beat Indiana. So they have some wins over some playoff teams. And then the big loss to Michigan. That's what really hurt them here in the tournament. We'll see what happens here on Saturday. All right, some other thoughts on this game. Is this going to be a defensive struggle? Both defenses very good. Now let's look at the Tennessee side. Tennessee hurting at wide receiver. Pretty much all they got is Dylan Sampson and Nico running for his life. Can someone on this Tennessee team step up as a receiver if these three guys can't go and make some plays and hope the defense can stay in it 4 quarters like they have all season and kept Tennessee in these games, hoping to make a certain turnover from the other team to get us in a spot where we can score and score quick. On the other side, Ohio State's defense is amazing. Number one in the country in multiple statistics, as we just talked about. They also have 2 major running backs that have run the ball very well this year. They have 3 receivers that are amazing. Now, can that Tennessee defense shut down the running game? Can that Tennessee defense shut down the passing game? What will happen? Here is my prediction for this game. I think the Tennessee defense does it again in the 4th quarter. They've kept them around all season. Tennessee wins. I'm going to go. It's going to be way under on the points, and I'm going to take the spread. I'm taking Tennessee 17-10. I've changed my mind. I'm taking the spread. Tennessee 17-10. Tennessee moves to Oregon and tries for a big game. So there's my prediction. Tennessee wins 17-10. Way under on the points. The spread covers, and that is it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like button on this, and if you like Tennessee sports, you gotta love this channel. We cover your basketball, we cover football. I will not be able to cover the game tonight because I will be with my family watching it. This is the first time we ever got to see Tennessee play in the college football playoff. But if you want to follow us on Twitch, we'll be providing the stats and the audio for that. So make sure you check that out over on Twitch. And I hope you guys are ready for some football. Go Vols, and good luck, boys. 17-10, Tennessee advances. Mark it down. Book it. Go Vols.